Yo, okay, we're here now. We are live, everyone. Now we got 0 people here. Yo, what's up? Does YouTube Monarchy tell me if this is true? Okay, yo, what's up? What up, everyone? I haven't streamed live stream with StreamYard for a long time, so that's a bonus take. Hello, Bailey. Hello, Canadian YouTuber. Don't worry, I'm getting your video up. Hold up, let me copy the link of the video. Where is it? Yeah, I tried OBS. It didn't work. Don't mind my profile picture, by the way. Hello. Let me get the link. I want to test the audio first. Just to make sure anyone can hear it. Of the video we'll be watching. This is requested by a Canadian YouTuber. Actually, if you look in this video, this is him. This is the guy for the video. Let me make sure everyone is so I can see for people watching. All right, so I think we can start watching. First, I need to get the video. I put it in separate tabs. This will be edited after this. I hope. Oh, jeez. Oh yeah, this was Premiere. I forgot. Video. No, save video. Share screen. Windows. Okay. Wait. What the heck? Okay. There we go. We'll be watching this video by Canadian YouTuber. Actually, why do I have that many tabs? There we go. I just need 1 tab left. Tell me more about the audio. So yeah, this is a show. He requested me to do this was a year ago. Well, everyone, it's been 1 year, and we found me here at last. We'll be watching it, people. 5 people, yo, what up? Let me smaller the tabs, so that I can see the chat. Oh shoot. Okay, there we go. Yo, Kioi, what up? We'll be watching Canadian YouTubers video. I'm just using my phone to check the live stream. I don't even know these characters. Only characters I know is I don't think the audio is synced. It's pretty completely quiet. Oh, it's quiet. Oh shoot. Let me fix that audio. It should work. I don't know what's up with it. Stereo audio. No. Hold on a second. Maybe too quiet. What the heck? Why is this happening to me? Hold on a second. Let me fix this. When you realize this is that trouble, yes, that is the trouble. Hold up a second. Hey, I'm here. Watch up. I need to stop share screen to see what's wrong with it. I'm trying to fix. I don't know what's wrong with it. Share. Oh, now I know the issue. Now I know the issue. Oh shoot. I don't mean to show that. Is it showing up now? Okay, let's try this again, guys. In the chat, tell me if the audio can be heard.
And this is the series for the Show Off Showdown.
Tell me in the chat if you can hear it. I just have to click that button. It's just like Hangouts or Google Chat, whatever it's called. Okay, good. Finally, we can watch it. Let's go watch it. I know Duke Nukem only, but I don't know the other characters.
We have a battle royale unlike any other between the 4 kings of Build Engine.
Hey, it's me, guys.
Duke Nukem, Lo Wayne, Caleb, and Shelly Bombshell Harrison.
All right.
Oh, and before we begin, this battle will feature a full pre-analysis for all 4 characters.
Oh boy.
Sit down and strap in.
Wrestling about the
Be a
guns,
long
people.
run.
27 minutes
Without further
long.
ado, it's
worth watching.
Show Off
All right.
Showdown Pre-analysis.
Fair warning. This pre-analysis may contain some spoilers. For
I don't
certain
care,
games
let
like
me
Shadow
watch
Warrior,
it.
Blood, and Ion Fury. So if you don't want
Oh.
to be spoiled and want to experience the games for yourself, I recommend doing so before continuing to watch the video, but if you've already played the games or don't mind any spoilers, then feel free to continue watching. The Build Engine is one of the most innovative and important game engines in the gaming industry, and it has given birth to a whole subgenre with some of the greatest classic first-person shooters ever made, 4 of which being Duke Nukem 3D, Shadow Warrior, Blood, and the more recent throwback, Ion Fury. The subgenre of Build Engine FPS not only offers fun, addictive, fast-paced gameplay, but as the cherry on top, each game comes with its own memorable, badass, one-liner spinning protagonist. And this pre-analysis will have a quick rundown on 4 of the greatest and
1,000
most
views, but
memorable,
only got one
those
person
being
in
Duke
it.
Nukem, Lo Wang, Caleb, and Shelly
Caleb.
Bombshell
Oh,
Harrington.
yes, it's you,
In a world
Caleb.
full of bad-arses, these 4 are the kings. But there's only room on the throne for one king, or queen. So who's gonna take the crown? Well, let's find out. Who better to start off with than Duke Nukem? Now, this guy hardly needs an introduction, unless you're not a 90s kid, which I'm guessing most of you aren't. So I'll give a brief
He's the guy that
description.
voices big.
Duke
Yeah,
Nukem is
totally.
basically the pinnacle of 80s and 90s action hero cliches. He's the savior of Earth, the alien arse kicker, and the king of the world, baby. While Duke's reputation has kind of gone downhill ever since you know which game came out. And while some of Duke's tropes are kind of outdated by today's standards, he still remains one of the most definitive and memorable video game characters of all time to this day. Now that we've summed up Duke, let's take a look at his stats,
a good summary.
What about his origin? Powerhouse, Duke is strong enough to decapitate foes with a single kick, physically overpower large alien cyborgs and mutants, and easily rip enemies' heads clean off. He's fast enough to outrun RPG rockets, dodge plasma and machine gun fire, and hop between buildings like a typical action hero. And he's durable enough to tank bullets, lasers, point-blank explosions, and he can survive the vacuum of space without a suit, but only for a limited time since he still needs oxygen. Not only is Duke one tough mother effer, but he carries an enormous amount of weapons in his arsenal, including the following: the Mighty Foot, which crushes foes almost instantly, a semi-automatic pistol, a classic pump shotgun, the Ripper Cannon, which is a triple-barrel machine gun, an anti-tank RPG rocket launcher, remote detonated pipe bombs, the Shrinker, which shrinks enemies down to
shrink the enemies.
Microwave Expander, which does the exact
As
opposite,
would, this
expanding
is...
enemies like a
Don't know
balloon
who that
until they
character is.
explode, Dig Dug style, the laser trip bomb, which can be attached to surfaces and explodes when enemies are
There's
near
a lot
it,
of weapons.
the freeze thrower, which freezes enemies solid and shatters them like glass, Sub-Zero style, the Incinerator, which is basically a projectile flamethrower, and the Devastator, a shoulder-mounted miniature missile launcher. Try saying that 5 times fast. Now, outside the original Duke 3D
Duke
game,
Nukem
Duke has quite a few
3D.
other
I know
weapons
it's you,
throughout the
big.
years, including an atomic bolt pistol, a golden Colt M911 with laser sights,
911.
a railgun with a sniper scope, an alien homing missile launcher and laser minigun, the Impregnator, which fires green alien goo, a potato gun called
Potato
the
gun?
named after Call of Duty 4's infamous grenade launcher attachment, the DFG, which is basically a ripoff of BFG from Doom, a stealth generator, which makes targets invisible, a sniper rifle, the X3000 lightning gun that targets all enemies in sight, a holy hand grenade ripped straight out of Monty Python.
There's a cross there. Oh, man.
And a crap ton of other weapons, which are mostly just mediocre versions of weapons I've already mentioned. Duke also carries a lot of non-weapon items, including a portable medikit, beer cans and whiskey, which restore health and increase defense, but makes Duke drunk, steroids, which temporarily increase Duke's strength and speed, portable force field, the Hollow Duke, which turns Duke invisible and creates a hologram of Duke to distract enemies, night vision sunglasses, scuba gear, a jetpack, protective boots, and a Mighty Foot monster truck.
He has so much weapons.
Duke has got one big arsenal. Now, as impressive as Duke makes himself out to be, he's definitely not without his weaknesses. Duke is very overconfident and egotistical, refuses to wear armor because he thinks he's invincible, and power armor is for wussies. And he probably has several health problems thanks to the mix of alcohol, steroids, and cigars. Not to mention, Duke really loves women. A bit too much, maybe, as he's a hardcore womanizer, a bit semi-misogynistic, and he can go into fits of rage whenever women are kidnapped by aliens, and he spent 14 years in retirement doing nothing but lounging around with babes. Despite his flaws, Duke will always be ready to kick arse and chew bubblegum, and he's all out of gum. Now that we're done with Duke, let's talk about the Shadow Warrior himself, Lo Wang.
Lo Wang. Well, Unity.
Classic Lo Wang, which means I will not be using any feats or traits from the Shadow Warrior reboot, as the modern Lo Wang is a completely different character with no connection to the classic Shadow Warrior whatsoever. Just thought I'd make that clear. Anyway, Lo Wang is the Shadow Warrior, a master martial artist who carries around more guns than the average ninja. Lo Wang once worked for a man named
What guns
Zilla.
he has?
No, not that Zilla. That Zilla.
What?
A princess man who had power over every
this man really brought up
However, this led to corruption,
1998
as Zilla was bent
Godzilla,
on
man.
world domination and started summoning demons and monsters from the dark side. Having discovered this, Lo Wang decided to quit his job as Zilla's bodyguard, and in response, Zilla sent out his demonic assassins to kill Lo Wang. In the process, Zilla also killed Lo Wang's old master, and there begins the quest for revenge.
The graphics.
Original. Not only is Lo Wang a very skilled martial artist, but he's pretty tough for a seemingly old man, as he's strong enough to punch large enemies and monsters to death with his bare hands, slice people and demons clean in half with a casual swing, and he can stand and run on top of an airplane in mid-flight without falling off. In terms of speed, Lo Wang is very agile and acrobatic, and he's fast enough to dodge rapid gunfire, fireballs, missiles, and explosions.
No lasers?
He's also durable enough to tank point-blank explosions, survive nuclear radiation poisoning for a substantial amount of time without any long-lasting effects, and he'd stand in lava for about 5 to 10 seconds before it kills him. Not to mention, Lo Wang can also survive being stung multiple times by what appears to be Asian giant hornets, which are one of the largest and most dangerous insects in the world, which carry a very painful neurotoxic sting that could potentially kill a human. And yet, Lo Wang can survive being stung multiple times without any long-lasting effects.
That's actually impressive, though.
And he can tough out the pain
just
like
for
it's
a
nothing,
human.
which is pretty impressive considering that a single sting left Coyote Peterson in agonizing pain for about 36 hours. But I think I've talked enough about that. Now, in terms of Lo Wang's arsenal,
I don't like
he carries
bugs.
a lot more weapons than the average ninja, including a katana sword that can slice large demonic foes clean in half, shurikens that bounce off walls and enemies. He can dual-wield Uzi submachine guns. The Riot Gun, which is an automatic quad-barrel shotgun that fires rapidly like a minigun. A grenade launcher and gas bombs. A rocket launcher that can fire regular and heat-seeking missiles. A railgun that fires concentrated energy projectiles that pierce
I don't like bugs
enemies.
either, except for butterflies. I do agree with that.
Shoots fireballs out its eyes. And the Ripper Heart, which comes from large enemies called Rippers. And when the heart is squeezed, it creates a ghostly clone of Lo Wang
butterflies.
While Lo Wang's arsenal ranges from cool to
flat out ridiculous, which I'll likely mention what they sound like.
That's right, you heard me.
What is this?
His rocket launcher I mentioned earlier also doubles as a portable nuke launcher.
Nuke launcher.
Nuclear warhead that obliterates all enemies in a wide radius. Now you're probably thinking that this is Lo Wang's easy ticket to winning, but as crazy as the nuke sounds, unfortunately, I'm gonna have to discredit it a little. Because after close-up examination of the nuke, it's not as impressive as it sounds. For starters, not only is it a very small nuke that fits inside a portable rocket launcher, but the resulting nuclear explosion it creates isn't very large either, nor does it have a very wide radiation gas spread. Not to mention, the nuke can
looks pretty small.
A giant sumo wrestler.
Damn, sumo wrestler.
Logic and physics,
down bad.
That. Now, the instant where the nuke was best shown was at the end of Twin Dragon when Lo Wang killed his evil twin brother Hong Lo by launching a nuke at him. Talk about overkill. For what was shown, the nuclear explosion does appear larger in the cutscenes than it does in-game, but still not nearly
I don't do math here,
so... boy or fat man. Now, the best I can do is compare this to the smallest nuclear bomb ever made, which would be the W-54, aka the Davy Crockett, which had a blast yield equivalent of between 10 and 20 tons of TNT, which is about 1/1000th fraction of the
I'm hearing city block to multi-city block. I'm gonna go check on Versus Wiki at the moment. I hate using it, but
Hiroshima and Nagasaki. Judging from the size
I'm confident it is.
And the explosion it created, it's not too far off from that. Okay, now that we're done talking about that, while Lo Wang is certainly a formidable and deadly fighter,
20 tons, so that's opponent.
Not only is Lo Wang
before the fight
begins, headstrong, but he's also quite reckless and carefree with his actions, and often underestimates most opponents he faces. Not to mention, Lo Wang is also a little pervy around women.
Why first do Nukem and now him? Why?
Him, especially considering that most women he meets are assassins sent by Zilla to kill him. But on the bright side, he's not hesitant to defend himself or kill anyone regardless of gender, and as arrogant as Lo Wang seems, he does have a sense of honor and despises those who have no honor, and he especially hates opponents who run away from a fight like a coward, as he is always determined to finish the fight. But despite
Okay, I did check. The feat he did when compared to the one in the bombs is literally city block. Oh no, dude, Nukem, you better have something with that. Otherwise, you're getting one-shotted.
Despite all this, Lo Wang has still managed to defeat Zilla, avenge his master, and save the world. All that good stuff. Not to mention, he also defeated his evil twin brother Hong Lo, like I mentioned earlier. After all, Lo Wang truly is the Shadow Warrior.
Oh, he
now,
is.
Enough about that
From the looks of it.
Joke. It's time for some real blood. Caleb was
It's
a
the
member
Caleb.
of the Chosen, an elite team of servants part of the Cabal, an evil cult that worship the dark god Chernabog. One day,
the heck
Chernabog
is this
told the
game?
Chosen that they had failed him, and thus he killed them all one by one, including
Jeez.
Caleb's lover Ophelia, and then banished Caleb into
Is
a
he the
literal
only
hollow
one?
grave. But then one night, Caleb rose up from the grave, and he was out for blood. And blood is the name of the game. Literally.
Blood?
Now let's just say
Huh. Let's go back again.
A literal hollow grave. But then one night, Caleb rose up from the grave, and he was out for blood. And blood is the name of the game.
Hold up.
Literally.
Blood first supply. I definitely need one.
Now let's just say Caleb is not the most forgiving type. To sum him up, Caleb is like a fusion of Van Helsing and Clint Eastwood, but a lot more sadistic and bloodthirsty. Now in terms of physicality, being undead, Caleb is immortal from age and physically superhuman, as he's strong enough to rip open human bodies and pull their organs out with his bare hands, as well as crush a giant demonic spider with a
giant demonic spider. I do not show the image,
he's
please.
Fast enough to dodge rapid bullets, Tesla cannon, and electricity projectiles.
Electricity,
and he's durable enough to take numerous bullets, fire explosions, and blows from giant demonic monsters. He also seems to be resistant or even immune to pain, and consuming hearts and life essence will heal him much faster. He was also able to match and defeat Chernabog, but I'll talk more about that later. First, we'll take a look at Caleb's tools of destruction.
Let's not jump to conclusion just yet. Just wait till you see the next fighters, alright?
With a flare gun that lights enemies on fire almost instantly, a sawed-off shotgun which can quickly fire 2 spread shots at a time, or a bigger shot from both barrels at once, a Thompson submachine gun that pierces and mows down enemies rapidly, the napalm launcher which fires explosive balls of fire and acid.
That's a lot of explosion. I'm pretty sure Michael Bay would make that movie.
Bundles of dynamite that he just throws at enemies and watches them explode into bloody chunks, as well as proximity detonators that are placed on the ground and explodes when stepped on, and remote detonators which are basically remote detonated sticks of dynamite. An aerosol can with a lighter.
Can't wait to see how it's going to be animated though.
It seems. He could even just light the whole can
remastered version. Okay.
Fire. The Tesla cannon, which shoots rapid-fire bolts of electricity, as well as high-concentrated blasts of electricity. A voodoo doll, which when stabbed can damage any enemy within Caleb's line of sight, or even cause instant death by waving his hand over it, although Caleb could accidentally stab himself if there's nobody in his surroundings to use the doll on. And finally, quite possibly the most powerful weapon in Caleb's arsenal, the Life Leech, which fires explosive hot magical energy while also sucking out the souls and draining the life force of enemies, and transfers it to Caleb's own life force as well as fuel for projectiles. The Life Leech can also be placed upright and act as a sentry turret. However, if the Life Leech runs out of souls or life energy for ammunition, it will instead drain Caleb's own life force instead. Well, those are all of Caleb's main weapons. There are also quite a few new weapons in the sequel, Blood to the Chosen.
Oh, there's a sequel.
Most of them are basically just duplicates that aren't really worth discussing. But the few unique ones include a sniper rifle, the Vulcan cannon, which
sniper rifle. Of course, you need a sniper.
Howitzer, which fires long-range artillery.
Poor chat. There's only like 2 people in this chat from this video.
Spray, the Orb, which is a floating metal spiked ball that pierces through enemy skulls. The Flayer, which is a sharp metal hook on a chain that comes out of a small portal and hooks onto enemies. And finally, the Singularity Generator, which creates miniature black holes that sucks in enemies and destroys almost anything in its vicinity. Okay, now that we're covered all the weapons, let's discuss Caleb's most impressive feat. At the end of the game, spoiler alert, Caleb confronts the dark god Chernabog, who reveals that he killed the other Chosen to ensure that Caleb would return seeking vengeance, because every life that Caleb has taken has made him stronger and grown more powerful, and Chernabog intended to use Caleb's power to throw open the doors between worlds and inherit the Earth. But things didn't go the way Chernabog planned, as Caleb ended up defeating Chernabog in battle and inheriting his godlike power. Now, exactly how powerful is Chernabog, you may ask?
Let's take a look.
It has been said that Chernabog is the one who binds, and his job is to maintain the threads of reality and keep the dimensions separate from each other. So how powerful does this make Caleb now that he inherits this power? Well, that's a pretty tricky question to answer, because you see, Caleb actually never uses his godlike powers, and mostly just sticks to killing people the old-fashioned way.
I can't even pause with K. What the heck? So let's go back. Let's go back over here.
The threads of reality and
Let's go look.
Caleb ended up defeating Chernobog in battle and inheriting his godlike power.
I think this is with the good stuff.
Exactly how powerful is Chernobog, you may ask? Well, it has been said that Chernobog is the one who binds, and his job is to maintain the threads of reality and keep the dimensions separate from each other. So how powerful does this make Caleb now that he inherits this power? Well, that's a pretty tricky question to answer, because you see, Caleb actually never uses his godlike powers, and mostly just sticks to killing people the old-fashioned way like he always does. Also, Caleb has implied that he doesn't really know how to use those powers, and the only time he has ever been sort of shown using them was at the end of Blood 2. You know what? I'll just show the clip.
It's not over, Caleb. You must seal the rifts. You must rebind the fabric of this reality before it tears itself apart. Yes.
I don't know nothing about that kind of stuff.
The power is within you. It is time you used it.
Okay, just shut up. I need to focus.
I don't know if you will.
Yeah, the cutscene cuts off just when he was about to use his power. You know, I think I'm starting to see why the sequel didn't have as good a reputation as the first game. Now, assuming that
the
Caleb
voice
did
acting
seal the rifts to restore the fabric of reality, like he said, you're probably thinking that this is a universal feat, right?
Well, it just depends on the cosmology of this verse, Blood. It just really depends how big cosmology, because reality as its term is pretty vague. So I want to see what if it's like the same as our universe, then sure.
Well, not exactly. This would mean that Caleb could rip open or seal gateways between dimensions, but he can't actually destroy the entire dimension itself. So it's hard to say how powerful this actually makes him, but it doesn't really matter all that much anyway,
because he can't use it.
Even use those powers, other than that one instance where he supposedly did but wasn't directly shown, and he probably doesn't know how to use them once again. But it's hard to say for sure what is officially confirmed and what isn't. However, what I can confirm is that in terms of physicality, Chernobog is considered at least a multi-city block level of raw striking power and durability. So Caleb, having inherited his power, should likely have that same level, if not greater. But that's all I can officially say on that. Now, one thing to note is that despite being a god, Chernobog can be killed physically, and therefore so can Caleb. Considering how tough Caleb and Chernobog are, as I've discussed earlier, it's definitely not going to be easy. And most people would think twice before messing with Caleb.
Good, bad. I'm the guy with a gun.
Now last, but certainly not least, let's move on to Shelly Bombshell Harrison. Shelly is the protagonist of Ion Fury, a retro throwback game reminiscent of the old-school style of the build engine FPS genre. It's also sort of a prequel to another game called Bombshell, a game that not many people remember, and I'm not surprised if you don't either. Fun fact, Ion Fury was originally supposed to be named Ion Maiden, but Ion Maiden changed the name because they got sued by the band Iron Maiden, which makes about as much sense as the band...
I didn't know that until now.
Getting sued by the medieval torture device, if you ask me. But I'm getting off topic.
We are 16 minutes long.
Here. Anyway, Shelly Bombshell Harrison is a member of the Global Defense Force's Domestic Defense Force. She earned her codename for expertly defusing bombs, but when evil transhumanist mastermind Dr. Jadis Heskel unleashed the members of his cybernetic cult onto the streets of Neo-DC, that's when Shelly knows it's time to start causing explosions instead of preventing them. Fun fact, the villain Dr. Heskel is actually voiced by John St. John, the voice of Duke Nukem. What a coincidence.
Hey, look,
anyway,
it's big.
Shelly is quite a force to be reckoned with. She's fast enough to dodge rapid missiles, machine gun fire, and ion plasma shots. Also, according to a couple guys I know on Discord, Shelly can run a 100-meter...
Let's take a look. I made a map and found that I can run a... in 0. Sprint
in only 8.15 seconds. Though, of course, combat speed is more important than travel speed when versus debating. Now, as for Shelly's strength, it's hard to determine exactly how strong Shelly is, because she doesn't have a lot of notable strength feats. But here's what I managed to dig up. Shelly can carry around a very large heavy chain gun, which was originally attached to the arm of a large war mech, though it's unknown whether if Shelly could rip the robot's arm off with her bare hands, or if the arm was already broken off after she destroyed it. However, the best strength feat I can confirm is that Shelly can throw darts with enough force to pierce through a cyborg's metal skull, or even obliterate their whole bodies into bloody chunks. Somehow. You know what? I'll let it count. As for durability, Shelly can tank bullets, ion plasma shots, point-blank explosions, and corrosive acid sprayed onto her. She can also survive being submerged in deadly hazardous waste for a great amount of time, and she survived a massive explosion that completely destroyed Dr. Heskel's lair at the end of the game, which is definitely a building level feat for sure. And she walked away from it with very few scratches. Not to mention, Shelly is well protected as her body is encased in a thick layer of bulletproof Kevlar armor from head to toe, so she's well suited for combat. No pun intended. Not to mention, I personally think that Shelly's design is a great example of how a female game protagonist doesn't have to be overly sexualized in order to look good while fighting, but I won't dig deep into that controversy. Trust me, we've got bigger fish to fry.
Wait, what?
Anyway, Shelly isn't nicknamed Bombshell for nothing, as she loves her guns so much she's given them all names, including the Lover Boy, a triple-barrel revolver that can lock onto multiple targets, the Electrifier, a police baton that electrocutes enemies when you whack them, the Disperser, which is basically a hybrid of a shotgun and a grenade launcher, the Penetrators, which are machine guns that can set enemies on fire, apparently, the Cluster Puck, a throwable mine that detonates upon impact or releases bouncing cluster of shrapnel to a large area, and Shelly's signature bowling bombs, which are basically explosive bowling balls that seek out enemies as they roll. But her two most powerful weapons are the ion bow and the chain gun. The ion bow fires long-range plasma shots, which can be charged up for 5 simultaneous shots at once, or can be charged up even further for a high-damaging rapid-fire barrage that could take down even the toughest of enemies. And the chain gun is a heavy weapon that was originally part of a war mech, like I mentioned earlier, with high damage, widespread, rapid-fire, long-range, and accuracy. The chain gun is one of the most useful weapons in the game, especially during the boss fight against the Revenant warplane, as it's the only weapon capable of effectively damaging and destroying it. Oh, and not to mention,
I can destroy it!
One instance where Shelly shot down the moon. Although that was technically an Easter egg, so it doesn't really count towards actual in-game feats. If it did, then this battle would be too easy for her. Now, not only is Shelly quite an arsenal, but it also comes with assortment of upgrades and supplies, including a portable medkit, the jump boots, which allow her to double jump, a hazmat suit, an ultrasonic radar that allows her to spot enemies, the blast accelerator, which temporarily gives her an infinite amount of bowling bombs to throw, and the super damage chip, which temporarily doubles the damage output of all of her weapons. Now, despite how tough and persistent Shelly is, and how big her arsenal is,
20 minutes long.
Without her weaknesses. Much like Duke, Shelly is very cocky and overconfident, sometimes underestimates opponents, and she hardly ever takes any situation seriously, even when in highly dangerous or life-threatening situations. Though we could say it's because she's so good at what she does that she doesn't even need to try, but it's still not always the best approach to combat. Not to mention, Shelly seems to have a bit of a short fuse, a drinking problem that can be distracting at times, and she also doesn't wear a helmet, except in the options menu, which could potentially leave her vulnerable, though she seems to be doing fine without one, so maybe not. Not to mention, Shelly appears to have some form of prejudice against machines.
Never trust a machine.
But despite her flaws, Shelly's bravery, stubbornness, and determination still led her to defeating Dr. Heskel, saving the ODC, and celebrating with a nice cold drink. Shelly has proven that she truly is the Ion Fury. See what I did there?
Oh my goodness.
Okay.
This is it, folks. Who will be the winner of this ultimate
epic
showdown?
Well, everyone.
It's time to find out. Now, without further ado,
this one is. We got. Hello. You're here. Welcome. So before the fight starts, from what I'm hearing from the 4 characters, well, if you factor the turns for like attack potency, one has multi-city. Did you get the reference? I think I understood the reference. So this one, my bet is between Lorraine or Caleb. It's very hard to pick which one of them.
it's time for the show.
Well, let's take a look. But watch it, guys. Let's prepare for the animation, folks.
Get ready for the next battle.
Oh boy.
Say my name.
I'm not gonna fight you.
I'm gonna kick your ass.
Bring it on.
I could do this all day.
Yes, I can.
Sure. Let's dance. We're done when I say we're done.
All right.
Ooh, your ass is grass. And I've got the weed whacker.
Oh jeez.
Oh, I don't think that's covered under warranty.
Oh boy. I don't know.
Oh my god, the quarterback is toast.
Oh boy.
You're pissing me off.
Okay. Well then, guys.
I'm gonna kick your shiny metal ass.
Your face, your ass. What's the difference?
There's only two ways this can end, and in both of them, you die.
Damn.
I am the king of the world, baby.
Okay. So we got Caleb.
You wanna dance?
Sure, let's dance.
Oh boy.
Speed up on aisle your ass.
Hey, baby, I got some lug nuts for you.
Oh boy.
Those
really?
real tits?
Fire in the hole, assholes.
He's dead.
Who wants some? Who's next?
Hey, Bug Eyes.
Oh, shake it, baby.
What?
You talking to me? Hey, you look like you need ass.
I've got 2 guns. That should be enough for all of you.
Oh, look, you coming apart.
What the heck?
Holy cow, look like Duke Nukem. My gun's bigger than yours.
Oh, guns.
Sticky Bum, meet Mr. Stupid. You're no mess with Lo Wang.
I'm not dead yet.
Holy shit.
What are you gonna do? Bleed on me?
Oh.
Ah, better than acupuncture.
Boo-hoo. When's the hurting stop?
Oh. Well. Huh.
Now that was
Well,
quite
guys.
a
What did I expect? I did pick between either Lil Wayne or Caleb. It's pretty good.
bloodbath.
Now let's discuss how and why Caleb wins this epic build badass showdown. Because of how long the
When you have, no, let's
analysis
continue
was,
watching
I'll
this.
keep it short and simple.
Oh,
But
boy.
if you've seen enough of it, then you probably should have seen this coming, as Caleb holds the majority of advantages in more ways than one. But before I get into that, I'll say this. Duke Nukem, Lo Wang, and Shelly are all pretty closely matched when it comes to speed, strength, and durability for the most part. I will say that Shelly has a bit of an edge in defense, since she's more well-armored than everybody else.
Yeah.
As she's completely covered in bulletproof Kevlar, while Duke refuses to wear armor, and Lo Wang is basically shirtless. Now, I find it kind of ironic that the only female protagonist is actually more fully clothed and armored than all the male protagonists in this battle. Joking aside, once again, they are very well physically matched. So close, in fact, that it's their weapons and hacks that make more of the difference. Duke certainly has the biggest arsenal of weapons, along with a few decent hacks, which can counter pretty much everything in Shelly's arsenal, and most of Lo Wang's as well. But there's one weapon in Wang's arsenal that I'm sure a lot of you have anticipated, which would be Lo Wang's nuke. Now, the real question is, could Lo Wang's nuke kill Caleb? Well, it can definitely kill Duke and Shelly for sure without question. As for Caleb, it is possible, but there's no guarantee it'll work.
I guess it might.
If the nuke could kill Caleb, it wouldn't really matter in the long run for several reasons.
All right.
One, Lo Wang would need to gain a far distance or hide behind a wall before deploying the nuke so he doesn't get caught in the nuke.
We're going to deploy it, guys.
It's going to be extremely
Go
difficult
boom,
when
boom.
fighting an opponent who is just as fast, if not even faster than Lo Wang. Two, this match has no prep time, so Lo Wang wouldn't know that he needs to pull out the nuke immediately, as he has never met Caleb or any of the other fighters before, so immediately going for the nuke is not his first battle tactic in a random encounter. And three, even if Lo Wang did know he needed to pull out the nuke right away, he wouldn't have time to launch it at Caleb anyway, as the nuke launcher has to charge for up to 3 tedious seconds before deploying, which would give Caleb plenty of time to kill Lo Wang beforehand, whether it be via leeching his life force or soul, or just plain ripping him apart. Lo Wang is done for either way. In short, Caleb has the overall advantages in terms of strength, speed, durability, hacks, and power output,
Sounds
and
about right.
weapons, so he pretty much owns this battle. Now, I'm starting to think that maybe I should have chosen a more formidable opponent for Caleb, like maybe the Doomslayer. Now, that would be awesome. But that's
which Doomslayer? Oh. I'm not getting con effects here. No, thank you. I am not getting con effects since he's... And also nothing to point as well.
I have to wait. For now, let's wrap this up. So, in the end, Caleb takes the crown, so hail to the new king, baby. The winner of this battle is Caleb. Oh, and one more thing. For those of you who don't already know,
Patreon. Yeah, I don't have
officially
money.
have a Patreon. If you want to show your support and join the RCMP, as in Royal Canadian Mounted Patrons, then that would be so awesome, and I would really appreciate it. Members of the RCMP will have beneficial access to future episodes of Show Off Showdown and other videos before they're officially released, as well as exclusive access to special posts and videos that can only be
I don't have
viewed on
Patreon money, so
Join the RCMP, and the first thing you'll learn is a nice shiny badge.
ooh, nice.
Got any ideas for Show Off Showdown?
No, next time. Okay, guys. Looks like that's over, guys. Oh boy, we made out alive. Oh, you didn't see that. So yeah, everyone, that was the episode. To join, I gotta put with your name on it. Question: do I have to pay for it? If money, actually, let me go check your Patreon. Give me a moment. What's you need to do? Let me go check. Patreon name. Let's take a look. I really want to join in. Let's see. RCPN. You know, let's take a look. Lowest tier. Oh, I'm looking at it right now. Oh, okay. Man, let's take a look. I will give you a game on Steam as long as it doesn't exceed $20. Oh, okay. I'm sorry I wasn't here, not here. It's alright. This will be say public for a while. I am not editing this down. It's on StreamYard. Once I get $11 something, I could join in. But I haven't used Patreon for a while. So yeah, that was the episode, guys. I wish I could join in on Canadian YouTuber, but I can't because I don't have too much money, like literally not $11. So yeah, I think that's it for the stream, guys. This again was a reaction video. Take care, everyone, and as always, have a nice day. Catch ya.